When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all of this in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. What at any time have you heard her say?
Well, that's that which I will not report after. Lo you, here she comes. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep.
How came she by the light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continuously, 'tis her command.
You see her eyes are open?
Aye, but their scents are shut.
What does she do now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an accustomed action with her to be seen thus washing her hands. I have known her in this a quarter of an hour.
It is a spot. Out, damned spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky! Fie, my lord, fie! A soldier and a feared. What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? Not with his hands near me clean! No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You've known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of it. I heaven knows what she has known.
Is the smell of the blood still? All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. Oh.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. More needs she the divine than the physician. God, forgive us all.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm and the good Macbeth.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies.
Some say he's mad.
Others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands. Now minutely revolts, upbraid his faith breach.
Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love.
Now does he feel his title hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being there?
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all till Burnham Wood remove. To Dunsinane I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy? Malcolm, was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon, where gotst thou that goose look?
There is 10,000
Geese, villain?
soldiers, sir!
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers, Patch? What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan! I am sick at heart when I behold. Satan, I say! This push will cheer me ever or disseat me now. I have lived long enough, my way of life is fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have, but in their stead, curses, not loud, but deep, mouth honor, breath which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Satan!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, that was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on! Send out more horses, scur the country round, hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, but she is troubled with thick-coming fancies which keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased? Pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow. Raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart.
Therein, my lord, the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs! Oh, none of it. Come, put mine armor on. Give me my staff. Seaton, send out. Doctor, the thanes fly from me. Come, sir, dispatch. If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease and purge it to a sound and pristine health, I should applaud thee to the very echo that would applaud again. Pull it off, I say. What rhubarb, senna, and what purgative drug would scour these English hence? Huh? Hear'st thou of them?
Aye, my good lord.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery err in report of us.
It shall be done.
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe, towards which advance the war!
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Our castle's strength will laugh, a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in't. I have supped full with horrors. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out. Out. Brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow. A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story, quickly.
Gracious, my lord.
Gracious, my lord.
I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
If thou speak'st false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. And out! Begin to be a-weary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarum bell, blow winds, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back.
Leafy screens, throw down and show like those you are.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear or none.
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou calls thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant! With my sword,
I'll prove the lie thou speakst.
Thou wast born of woman. But swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
That way the noises! Tyrant, show thy face! If thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns, whose arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheathe again undeeded. Let me find him, Fortune, and more I beg not.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die upon my sword, whiles I see lives, the gashes do better upon them?
Turn, hellhound! Turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Losest labour. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. I will not fight thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole, and underwrit, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, or to be baited with the rabble's curse, though Burnham would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body, I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold enough.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So, thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.